Good morning all. Coming to the next topic, the effect of neutral in the system. Consider a star connected system as shown in this figure. Here we consider two cases. When the switch S is open, then this becomes a 3-wire system. When the switch S is closed, then it becomes a 4-wire system. Let IA, IB and IC are the line currents and IN is the neutral current. When switch S is closed, then it becomes a 4-wire system, and as we know that from Kirchhoff's law, IA plus IB plus IC which is equal to IN. See, IN which is equal to IA plus IB plus IC, but IA, the line current, can be written in terms of symmetrical components, that is IA0 plus IA1 plus IA2. Similarly, IB can be written as IB0 plus IB1 plus IB2, and IC is equal to IC0 plus IC1 plus IC2. And as IA0 is equal to IB0 is equal to IC0, so we can replace IB0 by IA0, IC0 also by IA0. And IB1 can be replaced by A square IA1, and IB2 can be replaced by AIA2. Similarly, IC1 and IC2 can be replaced by AIA1 and A square IA2. Using this in the above equation, then IN is equal to, substituting IA, IB as IC, we get the 3 IA0, IA0 plus IA0 plus IA0, 3 IA0 plus IA1 into, this is 1 plus A square plus A plus A square, and next is also 1 plus A plus A square. So as we know, 1 plus A plus A square which is equal to 0, therefore IN is equal to 3 IA0. So it means that no positive and negative sequence currents flow in a neutral wire. The neutral current is equal to the 3 times the zero sequence component in a 4-wire system. Now considering the second case, then when the neutral is not made available, that means in this case when the switch is open, so neutral is not there, then IN is equal to 0. When no neutral wire, then IN is 0. As we see that IN is 3 times IA0, so IA0 is also equal to 0. That means zero sequence currents are absent in 3-wire system. Okay. So take one example in a 3-phase 3-wire system. If IA1 is given 100 at an angle 30 and IB2 is given, find the line currents of the system. This is since there is a 3-wire system, the zero sequence component is 0, then IA0 is equal to 0, IA1 is given, IB2 is given, then IA2 can be found, where IA2 is equal to A square IB2. A square is 1 at an angle 240, so what IB2 is 40 at 90, and at 1 at an angle 240, so plus 240 when we add, then we get 40 at an angle 330 degrees. So we can find IA2. IA0 is 0 and IA1 is given, and IA2 we have calculated. Now the sequence components are, that is IA0, these are the sequence component. Now the line currents can be found. IA is equal to IA0 plus IA1 plus IA2. Substituting, we get this value. Then IB is equal to IA0 plus A square IA1 plus AIA2, and A square is nothing, 1 at an angle 240, A is 1 at an angle 120, IA1, IA2 and IA0 values as we have found. So substituting, we get IB value, and IC the equation is IA0 plus AIA1 plus A square IA2. That is, all the line currents IA, IB, IC can be determined in terms of IA, okay, IA1, IA0 and IA2. And then these are the relations. By using this we can get the answers. In a 3-phase system supplying power to a star load, the line currents when the neutral of the supply is not connected to the neutral of the load, we are IA is 20 at an angle 0, IB is 20 when the neutrals are connected. When the neutrals are connected, the current through the neutral wire is found to be this. Determine the line currents under this situation. We have to consider two cases. Case 1, when neutral of the load is isolated from the supply. Then in this case Ia naught is 0. When neutral wire is not there, zero sequence component is not there, so Ia naught is 0. Ia is Ia1 plus Ia2 and Ia1 Ia2 which is 20 at an angle 0. It has been given 20 at an angle 0. Ib is A square Ia1 plus A Ia2. Ib naught is also 0 and Ib value is given 20 at an angle minus 100. Ic is what? Ic is Ia plus Ib. A Ia1 plus A square Ia2, that is minus of Ia plus Ib, that is minus of these two values when we consider, then it is 25.7 at an angle 130 degree. When the neutrals are connected, we see that IN, that is the neutral current, it is 12 at an angle minus 30. 12 at an angle minus 30, that is neutral current here given. And Ia naught is 3 Ia naught is neutral current, that is 12 at an angle minus 30. Ia naught is divided by this is 4 at an angle minus 30. Let Ia dash, Ib dash and Ic dash are the new values of line currents, because second case we are considering. Ia dash is Ia naught plus Ia1 plus Ia2. Substitute Ia naught, Ia1 and Ia2, we get this value. Ib dash is Ia naught plus A square Ia1 plus Ai2. Then substituting, as you know, A square is 1 at an angle 240 and A is 1 at an angle 120. So substituting all this, we will be getting these results. Now coming to complex power in terms of symmetrical components. If the symmetrical components of currents and voltages are known, then the power in a three-phase circuit can be computed directly from these symmetrical components. As we know, complex power is given by this expression for a three-phase circuit. S is equal to P plus JQ, that is VA IA conjugate plus VB IB conjugate plus VC IC conjugate, where S is the total complex power. This star indicates the conjugate. Where P, as we know, P is the active power and Q is the reactive power. In matrix form, we can write it as S is equal to P plus JQ, which is VA, VB, VC, and IA conjugate, IB conjugate, and IC conjugate. And this can also be written as VA, VB, VC transpose. Okay, so when this is in row, so it can be replaced by, when we write it in this in a column matrix, then it becomes a transpose of a matrix. VA, VB, VC, transpose we can write, so which is equal to it is 1 1 1 1 A square A 1 A square VA naught VA1 VA2. As we know that VA, VB, VC can be written like this, and that is whole transpose. And we know that AB of whole transpose is A transpose into B transpose. This transpose into this transpose we can write. And taking IA conjugate, IB conjugate, IC conjugate can be written as IA, IB, IC whole conjugate. And IA, IB, IC can also be written like this, 1 1 1 1 A square A in terms of symmetrical components can be expressed. And whole conjugate. Then this becomes IA conjugate, IB conjugate and IC conjugate. So substituting V and I conjugate, S is equal to P plus JQ, which is equal to VA naught, VA1, VA2 transpose, and this is I 1 1 1 1 A square, so connected to this. And I conjugate can also be written like this, 1 1 1 1 A square A becomes 1 A square when in conjugate is taken. Next IA naught, IA1 and IA2 whole conjugate. Now multiplying this, we get VA naught, VA1, VA2. So this becomes, when matrix multiplication is done, this is 3 3 and 3 diagonal matrix. All the other elements are 0 of diagonal elements. Next this is the matrix we get. Then S is equal to P plus JQ. It is can be separating. It can be written as 3 times VA naught, IA naught conjugate plus VA1, IA1 conjugate plus VA2, IA2 conjugate. So 3 is taken outside. So this becomes the complex power. So thus it is seen that the symmetrical components of currents and voltages. So symmetrical IA naught, IA1 and IA2. VA naught, VA1 and VA2. So these are the symmetrical components of currents and voltages. If they are known, then the complex power can be in a three-phase circuit which is consumed, which can be computed from these components. Taking one example, the sequence components of the phase voltages are VA1 is VA2 and VA0, and the line currents are I1, IA1, IA2 and IA0. Determine the three-phase power. if the base power is 1 kVA. So as we know, the three-phase complex power is given by 3 times VA0 IA0 conjugate plus VA1 IA1 conjugate plus VA2 IA2 conjugate. All the values have been given. So taking the conjugate means IA0 conjugate means IA1 and IA0 conjugate minus 10 becomes plus 10. That's it. Substituting, we'll be getting this result at 12.13 plus J 4.62 kVA. So this is in kVA, and base power is given. We have to determine the power in terms of per unit. Therefore, S in per unit is S divided by the base value. Though as it is 1 kVA, so this divided by 1 kVA is the same value, and 12.13 plus J 4.62 per unit will be the per unit value. So this is the end of this session. Next we'll continue in the next lecture.